Okay, let me tell you about flat earth economics, and what better way to tell you than in a slideshow. Flat earth economics featuring Donald J. Trump, Jeffrey's closest friend. So to understand flat earth economics, first you have to understand tariffs, something that Donald knows absolutely nothing about. How do I know this? Because he says stupid shit like this.
China will now pay a big number to our Treasury. This is all taxes. And don't let them keep telling you that this is a tax on our people. I hate that. You know, they say it's a tax. No, often much of it is paid. And hey, look what happened.
Which tells me that the man who bankrupted a casino, a building that literally prints money, knows absolutely nothing about tariffs. So let's learn about tariffs. Okay, the first and most important thing to understand about tariffs is who pays the actual tariff. You do, the American consumer. But Donald Trump has convinced his entire base and himself that tariffs are not a tax on the consumer. They very much are a tax on the consumer. Let me show you how. Let's take Walmart, for example, who is the world's largest retailer with over 10,000 locations worldwide. Walmart buys a ton of product from China. Walmart buys things like this from China, and then they import it and ship it into the United States, where it then gets shipped to stores and placed on store shelves where it's sold to the consumer. So if you walk into the store or shop online, you can purchase this item from Walmart for $10. Now, Walmart is a business, and like all businesses, they need to make money when they sell things to you. Now, you pay $10 for it, but Walmart, they paid $5 for it to be manufactured in a factory in China. Now, the difference between what they sell it to you for minus what it costs them to make it or buy it is their profit. So on this item, in simplified terms, they make $5 profit, which is a 50% markup or margin. And now we get to my favorite topic, fantasy financing featuring DJT, who, of course, says stupid shit like this.
Don't let them keep telling you that this is a tax on our people. I hate that. You know, they say it's a tax. No, often much of it is paid. And hey, look.
Now, the Trump administration announced today that they're imposing a 104% tariff rate on China. And so a 104% tariff rate means that the item they were purchasing from a factory in China for $5 now costs them $10.25. And if they're selling it for $10, that means they're losing a quarter or 2.5% margin every unit sold. Let me remind you, Walmart is a business. And like most businesses, you probably won't last very long if you're losing money on every single item you sell. And so the business, in order to stay in business, now has to charge the consumer $20.50 so that they maintain their same profit margin. Now, Walmart doesn't have to sell this for $20, but if they want to stay in business and make a profit, they have to sell it for more than they purchased it for, which means that you're paying more for the same item. And economic deniers like Trump want you to believe that you're not paying the tariff when you're paying 2 times the amount you paid to purchase the same item last month because of the tariff. And we don't have to pay more. The reason we're paying more is because of Donald Trump's stupidity. Because Donald Trump's version of economics is like flat earth science. No logic, no evidence, just vibes.